Alright, so welcome back to another episode of the Bago Show. My name is Ed, and I'm here with my brother Ule.
We back, bitches.
We back -1.
Yeah, I was about to say the corner.
I like how you look over.
The edge of the table just seems so lonely.
I like how you turn over. You're like, yeah.
It just looks all dark over there.
It looks dark when he's here too. We've been having a really hard time getting together. Well, everybody's schedule is just really.
Well, yeah, your schedules just seems the same.
Yeah,
it's mainly just mine because I got a new job.
And Alex is working a lot of overtime. Well.
Yeah. But, his overtime's not going to be forever, so he's going to go back to his regular schedule eventually.
Yeah.
But I got a job, and that's, the main issue, because I go in really early.
Yeah, I mean...
And they keep me there for, 12 hours.
It's been really good that you got a job and everything. It's just the schedule that you got does suck, well. Because, you go in at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It's 4 every day, and Sundays is at 3.
So you go in at 4, and then sometimes they give you 3 hours of lunch.
Yeah, so and then they make me come back so I can work another 2 or 3 hours.
So total you're gone for maybe 14 hours. Well.
Yeah,
because plus the 2-hour drive. Well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, back and forth. But I feel like it's still good. I feel like at this point you kind of adjusted to it.
Kinda.
You don't really look as tired when you first started doing it. You just look like you're just used to it already. Well.
Yeah.
But what we're going to have to do is probably just try to figure it out like this. Try to do it whenever you get off of work. And hopefully Alex is available sometime so we can do it. Well.
Yeah, for me it'd probably be best to do it on Tuesdays. Just because the following day I'm usually off. But like I mentioned before, if it's any other day that, we have to do it, I don't mind coming. Because it's not like we're going to be here for 5 hours. Yeah,
well, it'll just be a quick hour and just we can go our separate ways. But yeah, so one thing well, it's not that I've been doing. It's we've only done it twice. But because on Sundays you go in at 3.
Yeah.
I've just been... I've gone up with you. And we'll just spend the night on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So that way, you don't have to drive so early in the morning.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, though. It's a different dynamic where... what I'm used to whenever we go somewhere. You're usually, the last one to go to sleep. And, we're always, for example, hitting the stores and that kind of shit together.
Yeah.
But now, this last weekend we did it, and we want to go watch Scary Stories.
Yeah.
What's the full title? It's Scary Stories.
The Town in the Dark.
The Town in the Dark. So, pretty much because we went to the movies, we didn't really have time for anything else. So.
Yeah, after the movies, we just grabbed food and just went straight to the room.
Yeah, well, you started crashing out, and I wasn't really tired, so I was I'm going to just go hit the stores.
Yeah.
And, I kind of just went, and checked everything out by myself. Well. It's kind of weird because I usually don't hit those stores alone. So late. Well, yeah, and alone too, yeah. But it was funny. It kind of felt like I was just the only person there, and then the workers working, which was weird. Well, but
I'll keep an eye on them.
So speaking of Scary Stories, what did you think? Because I had never even heard of it. So you told me that it was a book.
Books.
I guess books, yeah. Because I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, you already know my memory fucking sucks.
So
I can tell you something that I did last week.
Are they short stories or what?
Yeah. And it was multiple. I'm pretty sure it was multiple in one book. It's either that or it was a really short book that had one story. But it was. I remember having a few of them. I thought the movie was alright.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're trying to build it up to have a second one.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they can do that if they should add more stories or something. But I enjoyed it. I can't really be I remember when I read this. Because,
Can you be I remember... Do you remember the movie or not?
Kinda, yeah.
Of course. Not knowing anything about... I didn't know any of the stories. I never read any of the books or anything. I kind of went in expecting a scary story. Pretty much from what the title is.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was really that scary.
Yeah, it wasn't that scary. It was more kind of weird. Because some of the stories that were told.
Yeah, some of the stuff that happens and everything. I thought it was a good movie. I like the way that the story was told and everything.
Yeah.
You told me that the way they tied it together is not really how the stories are.
I don't know. From what I remember, I don't think that's how it was. But then people be like, yes, it was.
You're oh.
I forgot I didn't read.
Yeah, but anyways, I guess never mind about that. But
I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that. I think it was just the stories that they were telling, like how everybody died.
Uh-huh.
Like that's the stories they would just tell. Like it would just jump into a story and then jump into another story. It's not like, oh, and then what was her name? Like Stella or some shit.
Yeah.
Was it?
Wasn't it like
or Emma?
Oh, it was two names with an S because like I think
Susan.
The main one was like Sarah, and I think her name was Stella, the main character. I'm pretty sure.
Well, whoever is not like, oh, and now she was like, the book's killing people.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it was like that.
I like how you're just like not sure at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I thought
how I remember it. That's how my books were.
It's like
at the cheap kind.
movie reviews with Ule. It's just like instead of stars, like how much you remember. It's just like I remember 1 out of 5. You're all...
It's just you know how it's usually like 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
It's like 5 of my like faces like that with my hand on my chin, like
thinking and stuff.
I remembered all 5.
Wow, that's rare.
It's usually a 1.
Yeah. Well, no, but I really liked it. The movie. I think it's a good story. It's fun to watch. Don't be expecting to be like really scared or freaked out by anything. There's a lot of like things where they like every horror movie where they try to like jump scare you.
Yeah.
But like it was kind of.
I felt like it wasn't that many in this one.
There was because I kind of noticed them, but like none of them.
I was asleep.
None of them really made me like. Huh, like get scared while, you know what I mean?
And I just looked at yours all like stiff like that.
I just thought
you're all sweaty. I was like, what the fuck's going on over there?
I don't want to get scared, Uli. Nothing scares me. All crazy. But yeah, I mean the movie was fun, and then like you said, after that we just kind of just went to the room, and then like I mean we just chilled. The main reason is always just so you don't have to wake up that early one.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much why we go. So I'm never really expecting to do too much.
The thing is, like, when we stay up there, like, I get to stay up an hour later. But the thing that gets me tired the most is the drive and going out, especially so early in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what gets me tired. Like, this past Sunday, like, I got, my 6 hours of sleep.
Uh-huh.
And I went and I wasn't even tired at all. Thinking about it, like, that's the time I would wake up every other day for when I go in at 4.
Yeah.
And I still take that hour drive. And I'm tired. I just think that fucking drive sucks.
I don't know, like, because I did the same thing too where I had to drive one.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I never found the drive that tiring one. Como que for me, it was more like...
It's not tiring. Like, right now, and on the drive back, I wasn't tired. It's just so early in the morning.
I'm not saying that you get tired from driving. Like, what I'm saying is, like, I wasn't really ever sleepy when I was driving one.
Oh.
Just because, like... I don't know, I felt like como que it gave me a chance to like wake up.
Oh fuck no, not me. Like,
well, it's because you're different.
There's been times when like not like I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But I kind of like I tumble like that. Like I wake myself.
And now you're like almost like threw the fucking table over like that.
I'll show you how I am. Like my whole car's all like swerving. Well, good thing no one's driving at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, well, damn. I don't know. You have to start. And
there's been times I'm just like, fuck, like I just have my eyes closed. I'm just like,
that's what I
just see the road blur. I'm just like, I'm good.
That's what you have to do your eyes too.
Yeah, that's how I am. And I'm like, take a little sip of my Pepsi. I'm so it's not gonna help.
It's weird because like doesn't it usually like if you snack or if you eat, like it just takes away your sleepiness? Well, it does for me. Well, but
not me.
No,
because I always take food on the road. Like I eat, like it's my breakfast, but. Nah, like I still get sleepy.
Switching topics a little bit, like something I wanted to bring up, which I just saw right now, which I kind of have a feeling you probably saw too. You probably wanted to bring it up.
Uh-huh.
I saw that they announced the new iPhone.
Dick!
I saw that they announced the new iPhone and the new like watch.
Oh yeah, the watch
Series 5.
Yeah, the watch kind of like I'm pretty sure there's something new to it, but I was kind of hoping that you can FaceTime on it. That's what I thought I could do on the Series 4, the one that I have. But like, there is a couple of new things that mine doesn't have. I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna wait for the 6.
Wasn't it? Doesn't it kind of seem like it's like for older people? Well, at least the thing that I saw, because I just saw a video right now, and it was just like, now we have like emergency SOS and emergency this and emergency that.
I think the emergency SOS is already on the.
No, according to like the video that I just saw,
oh shit, I'm gonna die.
It was just saying like now you have like. Stuff like that. Well, like, so if it's emergency, you can do emergency calls and shit. I
just saw like images of it, and it was just like something about falling.
Yeah, well, something like
I
that
guess
too.
It knows how you fall, like you fall forward, back. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck? What's the point of that? And then like the iPhone, like
I haven't really seen
there's the iPhone. I guess they announced the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. Uh-huh. The 11 kind of just seems the same as like the 10.
Seems like they're just trying to copy Samsung, in my opinion.
Huh? I don't know. I don't even know how the Samsung looks.
No, how they're doing like a fucking like a thing in a Pro. But
I didn't even know they had
one of the things that I saw that made me laugh. No, like the iPhone, how they did a Pro one.
No, but I'm saying the Samsung. I didn't even know they had Pro.
No, they had the Plus one. The thing that makes me
it ain't Pro.
The fucking iPhone is like way back. The thing that makes me laugh is like the only thing that I've seen is like they're just making fun of how they added too many cameras.
I was say that's what I'm trying to get into, but you're all Samsung this, Samsung that. I'm like, okay. But on the Pro, they added like a third camera. It just looks funny. Like I don't know if you've seen pictures, but it's just a square, and it's like two cameras and like a third one to the side. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, really? It does look kind of weird.
Say, well, you're gonna get used to it eventually. Like mine has.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
No, I'm just saying like because I feel like because they did it now, they're gonna just start doing it like that all the time. Huh?
Maybe.
So once you upgrade finally, like you're gonna have to just.
Yeah, because I feel like this Pro 11 or 11 Pro, whatever orientation it is. I guess it's meant for like people who take pictures and stuff. Like it's, you know, it has that third camera for a reason to take more professional pictures. I hardly take pictures, so. Yeah,
which I think like this phone already has it. Like it already has 3, but like,
wow, I have 7 cameras.
Yeah, it has to the side. The thing that
I think that's the flash.
The thing, though, this is the flash on top, right here on the bottom.
Oh,
and then these two. I don't know. It's because they do something different. I know there's a reason for the third camera.
Yeah, but I think it's for like specific.
The thing that I've seen that makes me laugh. I don't know if you saw that meme yet. They did 4 for some reason, but they're just like it looks like a stovetop.
Oh no!
They're just like the iPhone the iPhone new design, and it just looks like a small little stove with like a pan on top like that.
Oh no!
It's just funny.
I haven't been able to look at memes. I just because it got announced while I was at work, so on my break I saw it. Because I got a notification for it.
Yeah.
So I checked it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I saw, like, the pros. That's kind of weird. Like, and I saw a couple of memes. There's, like, the iPhone 12, and, like, the whole back of it was just full of cameras.
Yeah,
that's the only meme I've seen.
Yeah, they're making fun of that, supposedly. Well, it's because it's getting to the point now with phones where, like, there's not really much you can do anymore. Well.
Yeah.
Like, what else can they really add? You know what I mean? Like, your phone does everything already, well. So, like...
Come on, hologram. So when I call you, instead of FaceTime, you just little, like... Check your little body.
Well, I'm pretty sure if they're able to ever get the technology, then obviously that's going to be next. But like for now, they're just like, let's just put an extra camera on there.
Well, 7 cameras.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are your take? Because I mean, obviously you're more into iPhone than I am. Because I'm, you know what I mean.
It's because I haven't really seen too much into it, so I can't really give my opinion on it. Because I can't be like, it sucks, and then I end up like, in a few hours, I'm like, oh shit, it has all this stuff, and like in a month I just have it.
You're like, this sucks, and then like. Just a nice new phone and watch, Uli.
Oh, thanks. But, like, to me, it kind of just seems the same, like, stuff. But, like I said, I haven't really seen the details, like, what is included or, like, what's, you know, new about it. But to me, I don't know. I just feel like not much has changed. Like, I'm going to be fine with my 10 for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Probably get the 12 afterwards.
Well, I mean, it's because, like, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. There's no reason in, like, getting it now. It doesn't really... There's not really, like...
A big feature. I'm like, damn, like, you know.
Well, yeah, you
iPhone's never had this.
You said the biggest feature is like the camera, and you say you don't really take pictures, so like,
you know, so like, it's not that big of a deal.
You're just like, whatever.
I'm slashed. I'll have time for his work.
Shut the fuck up. We had been doing for a little bit like we had done it like once or twice. The whole like Uli's meme corner or whatever. Have there been any memes you've seen recently? Like, which are the ones that
I'm pretty sure I have it. I just don't remember.
Oh my god, you fucking suck.
Well, you just brought this out of nowhere. Like, if you would have told me, or if I brought it up, of course, I'm like, oh, I brought these memes. Here, I'll put them in a spot. I was like, I don't know.
Well, that's why I was like, what memes have you seen recently? Well,
my iPhone 11.
So, like, for example, like me, one of the ones that
well, this is Tito's meme corner now.
I'm taking over because Uli's fucking half asleep.
I'm slacking over here.
But like one of the ones
on the road, I'm sleeping.
Well, it's because like what makes me laugh is like I feel like once I say you're like, oh yeah. So that, for example, like the SpongeBob meme.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna head
out. Like that one's been coming out a lot.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
The one that they've been doing a lot too. I don't know if you've seen it, where they do that combination of two. SpongeBob memes where it's like, you know, like the one where he's like running away like that. He looks all funny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Like he's kind of like running away, and then the one where like he's just heading out.
Yeah, he's getting up from the chair.
Yeah, let me see if I can find one so I can show you because it'll be a lot easier. No, I can't find one. Like if I find one later, I'll send it to you, and I'll be like, "This is what I was talking about, Ule."
I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that has happened, like since we haven't recorded in like so long.
Yeah, it's probably been like what, like 5 months.
It's been a long time. I mean, I guess we're just like from here.
Yeah, just go. I mean, like if anything, like we can. I don't remember, but like we could talk about Vegas, because I mean, like that, you know.
Yeah,
it's not like everybody witnessed our little vacation. You get me?
Yeah. Well, we don't post anything about it either. Well, like,
yeah, no,
it's funny because like on my Instagram, I posted one picture and it was just like, you know how there's that like bridge between the New York, and the MGM.
Oh yeah,
and you see the Strip.
Yeah. Like
I just took a picture of that, and that's like the only picture I posted.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like I don't really post shit, so like it's not like people know that we're like at places.
But like we like. Cause I remember it was like a last minute like trip. All we did was like we kind of just gambled a little bit and just went to go eat.
Yeah, like the main reason that we didn't really do too much and because it was cut so short was like, well, two reasons. Like one, we went to go help Lena move down to. Oops. And also,
Bago town.
Your face like switched quick too. So like. We helped Lena move down here.
Here.
And,
get it right.
And then, well, you also had to do your drug test for this job, huh?
Yeah, like I did, like, while I was getting ready to, like, do all my stuff, and the next step was to take a drug test, and then, like, the final, like, the due date, whatever, like, the last day I had to do it was, like, the day we were coming back.
Yeah.
From Vegas, so we ended up leaving a little earlier. I think it was like on a Friday, really.
I think so.
We ended up leaving a little earlier, and we stopped pretty close, like 2 hours away from here. Bagos, son.
Yeah, well, and like, I mean, well, we could talk about the Vegas trip now, because like you said, not a lot happened, so I guess it'll just be like me and you, and then if Alex wants to say anything about it, he can say it on the next one. But some of the, just like the highlights that you remember, do you remember anything or no? Okay, so
I was like, no.
One thing that I do remember is we were walking from the New York, and we're walking over to the MGM, and you know how there's those girls that are dressed like showgirls like that?
Skanks? Oh,
and they're like, well, for anybody who hasn't been there, like, there's people on the Vegas Strip that are always like trying to have you take a picture with them for money. Well,
yeah.
So like, there's like, you know, people dressed up as like cartoon characters, as like superheroes, just different shit. And there's just like usually girls dressed really like slutty like that sometimes. Well.
Yeah.
And these two girls came up to this guy, como que like to take a picture with him.
Yeah.
And me and you were like walking by like that, like trying to mind our own fucking business.
Like a little wobble.
And the guy was just like, "Hey, take my picture," and he handed me his phone.
Hey, you're like, "I'm trying to take a picture of the strip."
He saw me taking a picture. He thought I was a photographer and shit.
Yeah, he's a pro.
Yeah, well, I remember I was just pointing the camera. I was waiting for them to like get together to take the picture.
Yeah.
And I hear the girls go, "Oh, como que we take we take pictures for money. Is that okay, honey?"
Oh, yeah.
And shit like that.
Wow, you're a rapper?
And it's funny because like you like I stopped because you know they gave me the phone. You just kind of like kept walking, huh? Like you were all.
I'm all gambling with myself.
Yeah, well, and I didn't take the picture because like they never like stood.
Man, what a dick!
Like they never.
Come on, bro, just take it.
They never posed. They never posed, well. So like,
pose.
Yeah. I just thought, yep. I thought Alex was gonna be here for that one, but you got it. Like pose. But I remember they were just like telling him it was for money. He's like, "Oh no, my wife," and I don't remember what he started saying. And then,
hold on.
And then like. They kind of just like, "Oh no," like they kind of said like, "Oh, we're not gonna take a picture with you then." So like I gave him his phone and I started walking.
He just turned on. He just took a picture of him.
And I started like walking away like that. And then like I don't know if he started looking at his phone. He was probably just like, hey, maybe like he took a picture anyways. Blah blah. I didn't take a picture or anything. I was just like, oh, like you guys didn't like, pose and like get ready and shit. But like I remember that happened. And then
speaking like a true pro.
So then we did a lot of gambling at the New York, which is where we stayed.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of like drinks, and we're just let me get our Jack and Coke and
water, please.
Yeah, you got water one time, huh?
I think so. I was just like really thirsty, but I was getting like Jack and Coke. And what was the other one you got? Like 7-Eleven or something?
7 and 7. 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It's that Seagram 7 and 7-Up, also 7 and 7.
That one.
I got that. Like I was just kind of just like ordering drinks that like I've heard of just so I could try them. The one I didn't really like was I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like the Long Island iced tea. Like they didn't make it right because I've tried some that are good, but this one just wasn't. And like the Jack and Cokes are really good though.
Oh yeah.
But one thing that didn't make me laugh was we were sitting there gambling. Like you said, it was a last minute trip, and when we decided to go, like we just kind of hit Alex up and we're like, let's go.
Yeah, well, we're leaving now.
Yeah. Do we pick you up? No, but we were like, hey, let's go. And well, he wasn't able to because it was just like way too last minute.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, pues ni modo. So when we're over there, I was just like, well, let's video call and see what he says. Like I had my phone pretty high because like so we could hear him.
Yeah.
And he just thought, hey, all loud like that because all kinds of people walking by. And
what's going on over there?
I remember one time when we were talking to him. I think I handed the phone to you and you were talking to him.
Uh-huh.
I saw some like guy walk by. He just thought, what the hell's going on over there? Like he's all looking at like. Cause I don't know if you remember. Alex just thought, hey, what's up? And then when the waitress came and we're like ordering a drink, he just thought, hey, what's up? He's like, I want a drink too. He's like, yeah, but like that would have been cool if he would have gone. Like,
yeah,
just to, like, cause like he's never gone with us, so yeah, like, we're just gonna something a little bit different. But like you said, other than that, it was just like a lot of like gambling and just like hanging out. And we did a little bit of walking. We didn't like walk to too many different spots. We ate at Shake Shack again.
Oh, actually, that was delicious. We ate at like Bruxy's or Brixie's or something like that.
Yeah, like the chicken and waffle place.
Yep,
that shit was delicious too. And then like
had to get water. Shit was whack.
I feel like we did a lot of eating because I
just felt like we just went
to gamble and eat.
Yeah,
because we also ate at those like Philly cheesesteaks.
Upstairs, yeah,
upstairs. And they had those like badass straws.
You took like
shut up the fuck up, Willie.
I turned him off. Like how you like nonchalant like whistle when you're like walking back. Like you just didn't do anything.
Fuck you. But yeah, that's one thing that's happened since we haven't like gone together, which I mean that was fun.
Yeah.
And then well, the last time that we recorded was the time that Alex said he was gonna bring Devin, remember?
Oh yeah.
So like that day after we recorded, we hit Alex up and we're like, let's go to the movies.
Oh, I went to watch Godzilla.
Yeah, I went to go watch Godzilla. And I didn't really.
It was alright. I mean, like I just felt like it dragged on.
Yeah, like
but like it was alright. It's not like I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah.
But like if we were playing and we're like, let's go watch it, this and that, like I'd watch it again. You get me, like, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy it and watch it. Yeah. But if it ends up happening where we're gonna end up watching it a second time, I would. But like I mentioned, it felt like it just dragged on. And the whole time I just remember Alex being all like, we could have been watching X-Men.
Yeah, that one X-Men movie. Which one was it? The
Phoenix Fire or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I remember just like on the whole drive back, pretty much he just gave Devin like a hard time.
Yeah, he gave him a bunch of shit.
Shit was hilarious.
He was giving him a hard time. We're like not paying attention to any of us because we would tell him shit. He's all, what?
I know. At one point we were like talking to him.
We were talking for like 10 minutes straight.
We were saying something to him, and like I just looked back because I was driving. I looked back. I just see him like looking out the window like that. I don't know. He looked weird. He was just daydreaming. Yeah, he was all daydreaming. He's like, X-Men.
If only. He's like, wow. He's like, that cloud over there looks like an X.
Like, after that...
Yeah, because that little trip was, like, last minute. I mean, it's not, like, such a big trip and, like, somewhere far.
Yeah.
I was just going to, the theater like that and just going to eat. I was cool that, like, he brought Devin.
Yeah.
And like little Alex, because I don't know, it was like I felt like it was better.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It's just it's difficult to like do shit like that. Well,
yeah.
To like get together and do shit like that.
Yeah.
So then after that, like we went back to Alex's house and we like hung out and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fun, but like it was cool. Like we just hung out and we played like some video games and stuff like that. I think that was the last time you hung out with Alex in person.
Oh yeah, I haven't like chilled with Alex. I'm like,
it feels like you haven't seen Alex in like
I don't know. It's just like
3 months.
He's like white now.
Well, I just saw Alex this past...
Yeah, he is white.
Yeah, he is. He's super white. I just saw Alex this past weekend. Well,
yeah.
Because we went to
this...
this...
long flowing hair. It's like completely different.
We went to this bar crawl. It was like Marvel themed. Mm-hmm. And that was really fun. I mean, I want to get more into detail when Alex is here, because I want you to hear his perspective of things that I saw. Uh-huh. And so then he can like kind of like tell you like what's up. Well. So I'll kind of like tease it now. All I can say is like it was just a really fun night. Well. I had a really good time. The only thing that did suck that I can also say is that you weren't there. Well. Yeah. Because you weren't able to go because you're working. Well.
Yeah, that day I was working at... Well, I was going in... I was in at 4, and then the following day I had to be in at 3. Because like the day you guys went, like... If I were off the next day, I could have just like met you guys, or you could have picked me up or something. Yeah. Because like I get out late, but late for me is like 3 or 4. Like, you know, any other person would be like, that's early, but I mean, I've been there since 4 in the morning. Yeah, well. So like, but it's like because like the following day I had to work. Well. Yeah, and that's like, the problem. And it was a weekend of like of a holiday, you know. Yeah. And like I worked on the holiday too.
Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. But I mean, oh well. Yeah. That's just how it is, Uli. It's how it is when you become an adult.
Uh-huh. I'll kill myself now.
What a fucking dick. So, like, one more thing that I wanted to tell you was... So, the day that we stayed... Well, this last weekend where we stayed over there. Yeah. In... You know where? In your...
Bago Mountain.
I was like, where you work.
Get right, Ito.
I was like, oh, there where you work is what I was trying to say.
This is your universe, too.
So... As I was waiting for you, because I went and asked for a late checkout, just because like they wanted us to check out at 11, and you weren't gonna be out yet. Well. Yeah. So like I asked for a late checkout, and I was kind of just like I got time, so I was just like chilling in the room. I was like flipping through the channels, and I saw this like one show, and it's called Alaskan Bush People. And I was kind of just like, well, I'm gonna just like leave it out here because there was nothing else to watch. Well.
Bush People.
And I was just like laying there, like watching it. Like I got into it, so like they're like an hour long each. I watched like 3 or 4, and then I remember like you just texted me and you're like, "So what are we gonna go eat?"
Ready, bitch?
Oh. You're like, where do you want to go eat? I was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's already fucking like.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're having a lot of fun. So like when I got home and I've been watching it because I found it on Hulu.
Oh really?
Yeah, over they only had like the first 2 seasons. And like the season I was watching was like season like 8 or 9 or something. I don't know. But so the premise of the show is it's this couple, right? Like the mom and the dad. Yeah. And they have a total of 7 kids. Yeah. It's 5 boys and 2 girls. And like they just live in the wild. Like that's what the story is about. Like they just live like in the wild. So like
bring a camera crew.
So, like, I don't know how they found out about him. Like, I don't know if I missed it or they haven't really explained or whatever, but it kind of says, like, we found this family. We recently discovered this family, and that's
family.
That's how they say it. Like, supposedly, like, the first season, which is what I was watching, is pretty much, it takes place about them telling the story of, like, they had built a home, like a shed and stuff in like this remote area because since it's like they're in Alaska, it's in the name of the title of the show, and supposedly like it wasn't like public, it was like private property or whatever. Yeah. So when the government found out, like according to them, and they keep saying it on the show while they're just like according to
and we discovered it.
Yeah, like according to them, like that the government burnt down their cabin when they found out that they were living there. So like it's them moving to a different part, and it's just like all kinds of like it's weird. Like
so, like it was private, so that's how they burnt it down.
Yeah, like supposedly it was like on government land.
Oh.
You know, like it was like land owned by the government.
Government owns everything.
And supposedly the government like burnt it down when they found out that they were living there. Well,
instead of just taking it over, oh fuck it, we don't need it.
They're like, fuck these woods, I don't care if it burns down too. I mean, it's pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah. Like
they're like different, huh? Like well, the dad's name is Billy, right?
And 5 little Billies.
And then like his 5 kids are like some of them just have like regular names. Like the oldest, his name is like Matt. Uh-huh. But then like they go down the line, like they all have like regular names. I think they're just like nicknames. But like it's like
they're all
it's like Matt, and then it's like Bam Bam, and it's like
boy who dances in rain.
It's like Bear, and like just like that. While like
it's just like slowly, it's all dirt.
And then the guy that
soil.
The guy like his name is Bear. Uh-huh. He's just like, I like doing everything extreme. He's like, if I don't want to go somewhere, I run. Bear! Yeah. Yeah, that's how he is. Well, he's just like, if I need to get somewhere, I run. He's like,
he talks in the third person. He's like, Bear, he's extreme.
He's like, I like climbing trees, and he's like this and
Bear
that.
likes doing this.
Bear's
funny, eating now.
But what's funny is like when they go to this new town, like they do have to go into town sometimes to get like supplies or whatever, and they find out there's kind of like this like bar. And like all 5 of them go, and like some of them are more like they're able to like talk to girls a little bit more normally, and some of them are just all awkward like that. Well, he just thought like
I go hunt now.
Yeah, well, like that Bear. He just thought you want food? No, he's like, you like climbing trees. I like climbing trees. He's like, I like
Bear loves doing this. Bear wants to do you.
I like eating deer. He's because it gives you this like. It just coats your mouth and it's fat. That's his pickup line. Wow, like it's weird.
He love fat.
I don't know. Like it's a good show. I really like it. Like I've been watching it, but like I'm almost gonna be done. I think with the 2nd season. So like I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know how I'm gonna watch the rest.
I'm about to find the rest.
But yeah, I feel like if you watched it, you would like it. The thing that I don't like is that like they just. I mean, it's not just this show. They do it in every show. But it feels like on this show, like it's more noticeable and they just do it way too much. Where like they just keep saying the same thing over and over. Like for example, right now in this 2nd season, like they're moving into like this different area, right? Yeah. And like, so the area is like heavily populated by bears. So like it's really...
Bears like, I'm with my people.
Like it's heavily populated by like bears. It seems like at every opening, it's always they always say it. Well, there's a bear. They're just like this area is completely covered, like not covered, it's like completely inhabited by bears. And then like,
so in the whole season, you never see one.
Like a couple of things happen, and they're just because they call themselves the wolf pack. They're like, the wolf pack has to remember that there's a lot of bears here. It's just like all for everything like that. Well, like. And I'm just like, all right, well, like, we get it. We know there's bears. Like, if we've been watching...
Hey, what's in these woods again? I forgot. The ducks?
So, like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. And then, the one thing is, too, that, like, the character... Well, not the character. The
real person.
The son named Bear.
Yeah.
Like, well, at the end of the 1st season, they did a special episode where they're just, like... they just interviewed them directly, kind of, and showed like scenes that they didn't show on the actual like season. Yeah, and they're like, oh, like the questions that were coming in were like, this is fake, and like blah blah kind of stuff. Like people didn't believe that it's real. Yeah, and then like they're interviewing them, and they're just like, with everything they filmed, like you should see that it like this is actually how we live and blah blah.
That's what I was gonna ask you, because I mean, like they can still be lying.
Yeah, and like,
but that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think it is real? Like, once the cameras are off. You don't need to just, like, jump in their car. And I don't know if they even have a car, but, like, maybe it's on the side and they don't ever show it. They don't need to just jump in their car and go to their mansion.
Their mansion? I feel like...
Oh, they said 8 seasons in.
Yeah, maybe at this, like, during these last seasons, yeah. I feel like maybe the first...
No, we don't have to build our house no more. We buy.
I feel like these first few seasons, like, yeah. Like, it's probably more, like, real and believable and stuff like that.
Bye, guys. We're going to bed now.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, they're still doing it when they film. Like, for example, like, you see them actually, like, hunt and kill deer, and then, like, right there, like, gut them.
Oh, wow.
They're just all, like, full of blood.
Getting paid to kill.
they're just like gutting animals and stuff. But then when they go fishing...
As I say, but, like, people do that, and then they go back to their regular house.
That's what I'm saying. Well, like, I feel like at the beginning, it was probably more, like, of them actually, like, living there. Yeah. And, like, now, maybe because they got money, they're probably, like... like not living like that. Well.
Yeah, like after like they're done shooting.
Because like when I was watching the newest season over at the hotel.
Where are they at? Let's go look for it.
Like now,
they're living right now.
Now at this point they're in Washington on the newer seasons. Well, yeah. So I don't know what happens.
Go to Washington.
Oh, we go visit Lena in Seattle.
Yeah. Or how to go look for Alaskan people.
One of the sons isn't on the show anymore. Well, like he wasn't on the show. Well, because like
don't tell me it's not Bear.
Because Bear's still there. Don't worry.
Thank God.
Because like when I watched
Bear loves fat.
The first seasons, like he just like there's this other guy. I was like, who the fuck is that? Like now I know who it is at this point. It's the oldest son that I told you, that Matt. Yeah. But like he wasn't on the episodes that I watched over there. Well, so I'm like, what happened? Like, where's he at?
Who is this guy? He got eaten by a bear.
And the other thing is too.
I found out that there was bears.
That I've been trying to tell you is that Bear. Whenever they go fishing, he just fishes with like his bare hands. So like
a bear use bare hands.
So he just runs and like he grabs. Like it's funny because like when he grabs a fish, he's like he just like punches it to death.
Got one.
He like punches it. He punches it to death. Oh, he's like, what the fuck? So then
like a man.
That's one thing that I was like, I can just imagine Ule if he saw this, he'd be like, what the fuck? Your face like I told you, because he grabs it's like he grabs them, you see him grab one.
I thought he usually grabs it, he's like, I got one. That's it. I was like, well, where is he going with this?
That's because he grabs one, and then like he just like, because he's always like, I saw he's always like running around, jumping and stuff like that. He like grabs one and kind of like runs over to a rock or like on the ground. He just like holds it down with one hand. He just like he just hits it until like it dies, and then he just like, it's a more humane way to kill him. He's like, you don't want him to like suffocate because they don't have water. He's like, I just try to kill him as fast as I can. He's
why can't you just why don't you just get a knife and just chop his head off? Like, it's all brutal. The fish like, he's like getting beat to death. He's like, I can't breathe and I'm getting big. Bear, why you do this to me?
He's like, I'm bruised. He's like,
I'm dying, Bear.
He's like, you bruised me and now I have to suffocate. He's like, what the fuck?
Bear, please. Water.
Yeah, but like that's another thing, like because they have to do a lot of fishing sometimes because they use it as a form of like currency, where they're just like they barter, which is like they,
bear can't sell this because they're all fucked up. Why is this like the tent's all smashed?
Where's the rest of this fish?
Bear got hungry.
Is that full of blood?
It's like a bite mark on the one.
Yeah, but like you have to see it like the way he just thought. The guy just like does three. He's just like he just hits him like that one.
There goes Bear.
Yeah,
like his brothers and shit.
That's what they say.
No, they just hear like the pounding. So he's not pounding his meat; he's pounding his fish.
Because like they're just like whenever like they go somewhere, he just takes off running, and then one of them's just always out. There he goes. Like
good old Bear.
There's Bear. Yeah, but they talk about like just stuff like that and like having to use the restroom just in the woods like that. Well, they're just we each have our own section. They're all
this is Bear section. Not the animals, me.
I like how Bear's just your favorite character. You've never even seen it.
Oh no, this is Matt's section.
It's not nice. It's not Matt.
It's Matt. I'm not the show no more.
But yeah, like it's funny because one of the things is like how he said, well, he just thought I'm extreme and shit like that. So like people's comments when they're showing them, they're just Bear's my favorite. Bear's just like they're like extreme. They're all for Bear like that one.
Bear's cool.
Yeah, well.
He beats fish.
That shit was fucking hilarious. The first time I saw it, I was, what the hell's going on? And they're just, like the announcer, they're just, that's just how Bear likes to fish and blah, blah, and stuff like that. And the dad always, like, jumps in and he just thought, yeah, like Bear is just the more, like, wild one out of all of us. He's kind of like an animal himself.
That's
like,
what I call him Bear.
Yeah, he kind of just, like, he's the only one who, like, earned his nickname.
I knew from birth.
Yeah, but, like, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Bear loves you.
I like how you just talk about him and, like, it's like he talks to someone in third person.
Yeah.
He's like, Bear love.
Bear loves pot.